Okay, Dan Fitzpatrick here at StockMarketMentor.com. First of all, I'm going to be on Fox Business tomorrow, chatting with Charles Payne on making money, and this is one thing I want us to do tomorrow. Let's go make some money, okay? So it's 11 o'clock Pacific, 2 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, I'm not Eastern time, so I always have to add 3. Anyway, so one of the things that I'm going to be talking about tomorrow is essentially like a double top in all of the leaders from, NVIDIA, S&P, NASDAQ Composite, Microsoft, etc. All of these different stocks that have, worked really well and then pulled back and then came up again to test the ceiling and bump their head. We see that in the broader market. So at this point, though, what we need to be doing is quit focusing on the crap that used to be working. And don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with NVIDIA or Apple or Microsoft or any of that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those stocks. I'm just saying they're not going up right now. It's as simple as that. On the other hand, we look at stuff like MasterCard, which has been working really well. And if you're a member, you know I've been talking about this for a while, about how I liked that setup better than Visa. And this was just over the weekend I mentioned this. So MasterCard, though, popped out today on about average volume. They don't report earnings for a couple months now, so that's not an issue. I think typically you don't want to chase this stuff, and it is always better. Here's my caveat. It's always better if you've been able to buy around the 50-day moving average. You can see how this worked well here. Last time, if you bought up here, didn't work out too well. You had to hold it until today. But on in a situation like this, where this has been in this volatility squeeze, we get a breakout here. I think you can still buy this stock. It paused on Thursday. That was kind of a flush. It just flushed out a lot of these buyers. And so this is was just day 2 of the move. And it wasn't a huge move, a little over 1% today. So it's not like you're really chasing it much. Again, it would be nice to buy it on a little bit of a pullback, but I'm looking at what institutions are doing. And I think this stock goes higher. If you're a buyer right here, you've got 3.6% risk if you say, well, I'm just going to hold this until it tests and then breaks through the 50-day moving average. I wouldn't even be taking this much risk on this. If you're buying this stock here, you want to start with a small position and maybe keep it, 395-ish, something like that, just underneath, say, last Thursday's close. That will mean that if the stock pulls back that far, then you got to classify this breakout as a fake out, and you don't want any part of that. Nobody likes to get fooled. So you keep a fairly tight stop, and then you can be in on this stock for this kind of ride. I mean, it ain't the perfect pattern, but the one thing about it that I like, and you really can't quibble with it, price is moving higher. Okay? All right. That's all I got for you guys. Members, I did a training session this morning. The link is in the email that this came in, so definitely check that out. Okay, I got a lot of things to say, but everybody please tune in to Fox Business tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time. We'll see you.